everyone, and welcome to this, the penultimate episode of Through Hells and Back. Lauren, cannot wait to see you at PAX. Cannot wait to see so many people at PAX, in fact, but there we go. Right, before we go around and say hello to everyone, please check out our social links. These include our Discord, Twitter, and YouTube, where you can come and be a part of the community as we interact mostly on the Discord. If you want to get a game, check out Twitter. I mostly post memes and answer DMs about getting people into games, so that's what Twitter's for. And YouTube, you can go and catch up with this and all the other series that we run on the show over there. We put out a lot of TTRPG content, so you can find a lot of it over there. We've got a ridiculous amount of videos over there. You'll like it, trust me. Also, please check out our tweet, which is retweet the tweet, and the tweet will tweet, and tweet. Yeah, Bluebird. Like I forgot the word tweet, which was crucial to that sentence. Like before I got started, I was like, wow, I'm stuck. Yeah. That statement. Yeah, it really was. You know, it's crucial. So please go and retweet the tweet. Let your friends know where you're watching. We'd appreciate that. Also, please check out our sponsors. The Deck of Many. You may have heard of their Deck of Many Things. You may have also heard of their animated spell cards for reference cards for 5e, which are beautiful. But I'd like you to go and check out their Humblewood setting, which is due to come out in November. I had a copy of their hardback, but Alice has stolen it because it's just too damn pretty. So follow the link, go and pre-order it now. You can do it now. Also check out Mage Hand Press, who are also bringing out a hardback copy of their Dark Matter system, which we play in the stream before this one, Argo 37. It allows for play in space. And I believe that hardback will be released in December, possibly, maybe, around PAX time. And talking of PAX, I'll be working their booth at PAX, so if you wanna, I'll be there 2 hours a day, so if you wanna find me, that might be a good place. You can just hang around the Mage Hand Press booth, and I'll see you eventually. I'm just gonna encourage you all to just go and, like, just lurk around. Let's make it the busiest booth, just by lurking. Sounds great. I've waffled. I'm in a weird mood today. Bree, hi!
Hey guys, hello! Don't worry, this is the stream of weird moods. Everything's a little funky. It's great. We're ready to have some fucking fun today. I am your dungeon master. Everything in my life looks weird. My lighting's a little off. I don't care. I'm in Canada having a grand old fucking time. So excited to run this game, as I always am. We're going to go around quickly to the cast and crew of who we're playing with today, and then we'll go into our previously. We are in Penultimate. I am unbelievably excited to see what happens. I promise I won't drop a bunch of players like I did last week. Probably, maybe I shouldn't have promised that. But I will start where I always start, with my dear friend, Avery. Not that.
Hello. Yes, I am Mattbat. I go by. Wait, no. I almost switched it around. I almost said I am Mattbat. I go by Avery online. That is not quite correct. It's the other way around on that one. But yeah, I'm an artisan cosplayer. My commissions are currently open, so if anyone wants a character drawn, please hit me up. And I'm playing Dear Sweet Thistle, who is our paladin, who will eventually, hopefully, hit both of their attacks.
Listen, Thistle cannot hit both of their attacks, because then I have to boost up the CR for all of the monsters, and then it's game over. Thistle cannot be stopped, except for by RNG, which I'm keeping my fingers crossed will work in my favor a little bit longer. We're going to go over to our wonderful 2 viewers this week. Again, we're always excited for the viewers to come and play with us. It's always such an honor to have so many wonderful faces join us. Tell us who you are and who you're playing. We'll start first and foremost with our good friend, Hi Hawkeye.
Hey everyone, I'm Kentucky Hawkeye, KY Hawkeye, otherwise known as Robert. Cancer Cleric by day, RPG fanboy by night, and tonight I've taken a character deep out of Irish mythology. I'm going to be playing the character Huhulan. He is a Goliath barbarian, and he is Path of the Zealot, because he very devoutly follows the ways of Nemain, the goddess of the frenzy of war.
I am so excited. I always love having barbarians in our game. They're always very good. It's very exciting. I also love a good Goliath. Next up, another one of our lovely viewers who is playing a type of a race of character that I never get to play with, so I'm very excited. Our good friend Lobster Rider.
Hi, I'm Robbie, or Lobster_Rider on Twitter. I mostly go by Lobster. I'm playing Dream the Tabaxi Warlock. He is a storyteller and lore collector with a celestial patron who really just enjoys the stories that he tells.
Very good. Hear that, everyone? We have a gnome, we have a Goliath, we have a Tabaxi, and we have a centaur. I am a very happy dungeon master. And last but not least, the man, the myth, the legend, our good friend Scrat.
Hello, today I'm playing Dandelion. It is my pleasure to be here. I am looking forward to traversing finally into the last level of Hell, where we can, in fact, perhaps find the last piece of amulet, and not let that sneaky devil demon person down there get the artifact. Those are the goals.
Yeah.
We are very clear goals, very clear goals.
Clear goals, and Dan has gotten much better about showing the Amulet of the Plains off. The Amulet of the Plains is this mysterious talisman that Thistle and Dan, two holy folks trapped in hell, have been searching for from the beginning of this season. Transport to hell for unknown reasons, they have discovered that this amulet can transport you to any plane of existence. And in order to get home and keep demons from using it for their own foul devices, they have decided to collect all of the pieces. Last week, they were in Malbolge, the 6th layer of the Hells, with Lady Glacia, the daughter of Asmodeus. They went there to see the piece that was there. Their good friend, Fierna, told them that Glacia had one, so they went. And when they did, she told them that she has it, but she doesn't have it. And if they want it, they can go into the Hair Forest to find it. The Hair Forest, torn from the scalp of an evil hag. And they went with their new friend, Zavek, the half-orc. And they had a wonderful time within the Hair Forest. They had no problems whatsoever. They met some more of my very good, gentle NPCs who don't make anyone uncomfortable. They fought off some very fiendish lice and survived barely. And then they made little girls cry.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but we also managed to stick together the whole time, right? Even
Yes,
right at the end, there were no split ends.
Yeah. Oh god, I hate you. I walked into that, didn't I? I walked right into that.
There it is.
Whew. Whew. But no, they managed to make it to where the treasure would be held. And that is where their strange human friends, who seem to have lost their minds to the madness of the Hair Forest, were all gathered together. The evil hag that was there was determined to defeat them while they were there, and Dan made the conscious decision to make the arsonist child very upset. And when they did, the child burnt down the entire Hair Forest, destroying all of Glacia's treasures in the process. The entire time, Thistle's shouting, "Actions have a consequence," which is something that will forever sit in the back of my mind. They managed to return to Glacia, and the only reason they weren't flayed immediately was because the actual people within the forest was the little girl that Dan met, the one that creates horrors from the demon within her.
So I still claim this actions having consequences thing as a lie. A damned lie. It has to be. Otherwise my existence is fake.
If that's the case, you're absolutely fucked in most cases, at least as Dan. But you were able to get all of that sorted, and Glacia promised to take you to a portal that may or may not take you to the 9th layer of hell, where the remaining pieces are. They left Zavek with one of the pieces, telling him to go to the 4th layer of hell, where the wonderful brothel lies, while they headed out to get the remaining pieces. And that is where we will begin our story, with Dan and Thistle floating through this portal. And as we travel through these mystical portals, you can take the effects of a long rest, as I know you both definitely need one. Okay. But when you land, you seem to be in the middle of a vast and gloomy space. It is barren, it is long. There's smokes coming from deep crevices within the charred ground. You hear the sounds of demons in the distance, but seem to not see any of them. In the distance, you find a small building. Looks like a hut. A tavern, a way station, you're unsure. But as the portal ends, you are in dead space.
So you've landed?
Yes, you are next to a deep ravine, a deep crevice. But there seems to be nothing but a very small way station.
Alright.
I don't know why, but I was expecting from the bottom layer of L that there would be a little bit more.
I mean, do we even know if we're there?
That is a good point. She did say that there was a risk that we may not end up there. How do we test?
Can I do a check to see if I know what the last layer of hell is even like?
I would
pre-reading
say you can do a roll, either history or religion, but you will do it at disadvantage.
Can I
As many-
Well, it.
totally jump on the bandwagon with that?
You may as well. The last layer of hell, there's very little known information. Whoa!
You give me that
Yay!
disadvantage. Yeah.
Disadvantage who?
Alright, guys. I don't even know why I
Can't wait
fucking
to get them out of
bothered
the-
with a disadvantage.
Can't wait to get them out of the way now to roll
Right.
absolute dog shit during combat.
Wait till it's time for you to roll your initiative. It's gonna be my favorite. With so few things kind of going around you at the moment, it's hard to tell exactly. You do know that minus a few major cities and citadels, the 9th layer of hell is mostly vast emptiness. So for all you can tell, this could be it. You don't see the city where Asmodeus would be, but this doesn't look like any other layer of hell. So order of elimination seems like it must be.
No, I think we got the right place.
Looks about right, I guess.
What
Well-
did you say was the only thing here? Sorry, there was a ravine.
Yep, there
Just
are multiple deep ravines and crevices. You can peer over them. They seem to be tunnel work through these crevices deep underground. But on the top surface of the ground, there seems to be nothing in this general area besides one small way station. A small building made of rocks and wooden debris.
Shall we stop at the way station and perhaps ask for directions?
I mean, I guess. Let's just hope people on the last layer of hell will hear us out. I guess.
And everyone else in hell has been so nice so far.
Dan, you got turned into a sheep.
I mean, of all the things that I got turned into, it could have been worse.
Yeah, well, that we could argue that it could have been worse for a lot of this. I mean, it could have been worse. You could have lost your eye. It could have been worse. You could have, you know what? I'm not gonna argue this.
You could have stayed with my favorite NPC in the whole world.
Yeah, you
Okay,
yeah,
no,
I could have been stuck with that bird person.
Okay, the bird person was not okay. I'll give you that.
What do you mean?
Of all the people in hell, I would not like to see that person again.
Yeah, easy for you to say. You didn't have to sit in there and tell him your bloody life story while you talk to birds.
It's true. You were very brave. Next time, even if it is I promise that I will be the one to sit and tell them my life story.
I'll hold you to that. I'll hold you to that one. Is there any kind of sign or anything on this way station or anything?
As you approach this way station, it seems very dilapidated. It just says "Welcome survivors" in a very
Oh.
offhanded scribble. It is written in common. It seems large enough to fit about 15 to 20 people within it. It's very damaged. Like old doors that look like they came from 2,000 years ago kind of pushed as walls, stones piled up for an entire rear wall, tarps covering the top, flapping.
Alright. I guess I'll start heading over that way. Have a hands ready for my axe, but I don't have it drawn or anything.
Alright. So you can make your way to this area. As you do, the ground begins to crack around you. Every 30 to 80 feet you go, and every once in a while a little bit of steam pops up, and instinctively you step away as this hot steam kind of bursts from the ground. And you maintain a level of awareness as you approach this way station. From within you can hear some very hushed voices, a few clinking of drinks, people chittering.
Sounds like they are having a good time in there.
Well, I think we'll know right away if they're friendly or not, because we kind of draw a bit of attention of ourselves. I don't think there's any quietly going in, but after you.
Okay. I'll walk up to the door and rap on it.
When you knock, all of the noises you heard go silent. Everything is hushed. You hear
I have my shield out.
Hello?
Slowly you hear footsteps approach the door, and as you see in this door, there's a little slide. Someone slides it. They seem to be around 4 feet tall, and they peer through it. Oi!
Like craning down, like it's...
A horse? In hell?
No, I am not a horse. You can only see my lower half. Hang on, I'm coming down. And I'm like upside down head to the slot, be like, hello?
Oh shit, a centaur in hell?
Apparently this is a first. You're the first person to comment on it, though, honestly. We would like directions, and perhaps if you are enjoying a nice meal, we could join you.
Who sent you?
Glaciers.
They close the door immediately. Like, close the little hatch.
Indirectly, Glaciers. I mean, they were the last person to send us. Did I mess that up?
We're not working for us.
Are you friends with the devil or not?
Which devil?
Any of them.
No, I don't think. No friendship. I think it's more of a
I don't call anyone my enemy.
I think it's more of a tedious alliances, but not so much now that we're on the next level. We don't really have any alliances here, so.
And while these two strange voices begin to argue with the dwarven man in this way station, Dream and Huhulan, you are in this way station. It is surprisingly very nice from within. The structure seems a lot cleaner. There are sitting areas. It is a place to go if you are mortal and not fiendish. When you need a place to go, need directions, need healing, need advice. People on the ninth layer who have managed to survive always find their way back to the way station. And as you hear them argue about whether or not to go in, can you describe your characters for me and what you are doing within this way station?
Sure. Dream is I forgot Tabaxi's so tall. He's like 6'6". And he has sort of a light sandy brown fur, and he wears red robes, robes with yellow trim, and he has a ring that covers one of those 2-finger rings on his left hand, and then he has a sickle stuffed into his belt, and then a maul on his back. And because he is not sure what to do with himself until everyone told him to quiet down. He was trying to juggle his daggers.
Now I have an important question. Are his beans a light pink?
Oh, that's a good question. I have never thought seriously about tabaxi beans.
I'm here to have you think about your tabaxi's beans.
His are probably a light pink, yeah.
Very good. Very good. As the dungeon master, I need to know this information about all
I mean,
tabaxis.
it's very important.
Vital information.
It's vital, life or death. And
Beans.
Hulan. Yes, beans. Hulan, what do you look like? What are you doing?
Huhulan is a Goliath. He has the standard grayish colored skin, has black hair that goes down the neck, more like long all the way around, not a mullet kind of thing, but just long warrior hair and all that. He and his companion here see eye to eye. He's about 6'6" as well, although massively outweighs him by probably a dozen stone or more. He has his skin has that usual look. His eyes are kind of a yellowish gold, and he has a long sword on his belt, but the primary weapon he carries on his back is the glaive that he never leaves without.
Very good. And what are you doing?
He is sitting, drinking, and observing, and trying to determine where he's going to go next. Now that he's here.
Very good. And on the other side of this door, Dan, you have been talking in circles with this dwarf who seems to just be absolutely convinced that you are working with the devils after their secret hideaway.
You are muted,
You're
Scrap.
muted, my dear.
Thank you. Yes, no, look. What would be the point? If I was working with the devil and I was looking for your secret hideaway, well, here it is. I have found it.
Point. But you don't know what's inside.
Nor do I really care. Can you just point us towards the city, please?
The city?
That we're looking for Asmodeus.
They said they're looking for Asmodeus.
That's
Did
what
I
it
hear
sounded
that
like.
right?
It sounded like they were saying.
That's what it sounds like they were saying.
Dwarf turns his head to look back at you guys. He did say he was looking for Asmodeus. I knew he was working with the devils.
Yeah, well, perhaps.
I mean, looking for someone doesn't automatically mean you're working for him. I mean,
They could be foolish enough to be trying to take him on about something.
Now that is something I would like to see.
Are you out to fight Asmodeus?
Fight is a strong word. I would not say I directly oppose, but generally oppose him. Does that sound fair, Fizzle?
I mean, I guess we just kind of want something from him.
Yes.
So it's more of an intimidating negotiation?
Here,
Did like a double
someone
check,
speaking
like,
through the
yeah,
door.
that sounds right.
And the dwarf just keeps looking back and forth and just goes, fuck it. Slams the little eyepiece shut and you hear like multiple locks being undone as the door opens for you. And Dan and Thistle, you see this very small kind of squat hiding hole where multiple people are sitting, sleeping, eating, drinking, getting bandages, wounds healed. They all seem mortal. You see tabaxi, you see Goliaths, you see elves, you see gnomes, you see halflings.
But no centaurs.
You seem to be the
One
only
centaur.
centaur.
It is my destiny. Well, this looks very nice. You all look very comfortable in here.
Come through the door.
Get in. Yeah, I'm pushing Dan's flank as well.
And once you're through, all of the doors get relocked. And you see about 57 locks that go all around the sides of the doors. You have it on this, like the bottom part that it doesn't really do anything, just kind of latching and it goes into the ground. You know, as someone who fought multiple devils and demons, that if either of them wanted to come through this door, they could. But these 57 locks seem to be some form of security in this dwarf's mind.
But why so many locks on the door?
Keep the evil out.
Wouldn't the evil just come
Oh,
through
is
the
that-
window?
Yeah, is there some kind of holy enchantment on it, or?
Points his finger to the window, and there's like those like bars you see outside of like gas stations kind of stuck to them.
I mean, do you have an escape route? Do you have?
Haven't you heard?
Um,
Haven't you heard 57 is the magic number of locks that keeps the devils out? Isn't that right, Dream?
Well, you know, there's some debate about whether the number is 57 or 75, but I think 57 is the correct
Somewhere
number.
in that neighborhood.
Indeed.
All right. Well, good luck. Hope you don't have to find out anytime soon. All right.
So you two are going looking for Asmodeus?
Oi.
Yeah. Listen, it's not the most ideal situation, but we have to.
Well, if you think about it, being here at this level of hell is never an ideal situation for anything you might be doing.
Indeed, unless you're a devil, this isn't really a good place to be.
Yeah.
But
It's kind of like that the whole way through.
some of it's not been too bad. Why specifically would you say that? Anything I should be looking out for as I wander this plane?
Devils.
They're mostly devils.
As Hahulin and Dream, who've spent any degree of time here, would know, Asmodeus keeps his strongest armies here. His strongest adversaries are afraid to approach this layer of hell, even the two down, because he has armies on armies waiting at all times.
Given that we are so close to Asmodeus, he keeps most of his loyal, strong retainers in this area, you know, in this circle of hell. So the chance of running into one of his, what shall we say, more unfriendly, does that sound right, Huholin?
Oh no, they can't get much more unfriendly. I'll tell you that for sure.
Yes, I don't.
It's not as if I don't think they've ever said a kind word to anything in what, 3/4 of a millennia.
Well, I'm certainly not old enough to know the answer to that question. Point being, they're very unsavory and very not very open to speaking with one another. Certainly not to mortals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured as much.
As you discuss finding Asmodeus this and Asmodeus that, the people who have been drinking, who have side-eyed you, all seem to turn away, except for an older human woman in the back of this small area. She sits in one of the only high stools that are there. She wears long black robes that cover her body and most of her face, and she stands with a staff, a long wooden, very strange staff, because it seems very simple until you look closer into it, and the ornate carvings look like screaming faces from within. And she seems to be looking directly at the party.
Do you keep track of everyone that comes in here?
Cahulin and
Okay.
Dream, you have never seen this woman before.
We've seen many a face come through. This is not one that looks too familiar to me.
I would like to use my divine sense to make sure she's not a demon.
Can use your divine sense to make sure she is not a demon.
I'm glad you have divine sense, Fizzle. I tried using detect evil once here in hell, and it was honestly a nightmare.
How to get a migraine in one easy step.
Yeah, yeah. Immediately just get a one hell of a headache. Yeah. There we go.
No, celestial fiend or undead. So, does it...
Within 60 feet. And I can... Yeah, I don't know the identity of. I don't know, like, I know if it's celestial fiend or undead, but I don't know, like, the exact,
Okay.
like,
Dream is
exactly who it
prepared.
is.
The mage armor is on. This is not a fiend, but rather an undead.
I just kind of lean over. It's like, do you regularly let undead presence in here? Cause
We let an undead in here?
kind of flicks their eyes towards the woman. It's like, yeah, I just got a bit of a knack for detecting this kind of stuff. Paladin, you know.
That would be something new and different, that's for sure.
Alright, well, who wants to start this conversation?
Hello!
How I've survived this long, I'll never know.
Hello?
Hello.
There you
Can you
are.
hear me now?
Yeah.
Yep.
There we go.
She stands as you say hello, and she waves you closer.
I will.
She stands at around 6'4".
Trot over.
Just watching Dan with a look of how have we survived for this long?
What is your name, child?
Okay. Well, my name is Leon Dandelion. And I am here on a quest for Elle. I am a holy man, you might tell from my vestments. How about yourself?
You are in grave danger.
Grave danger. I like what you did there. Is that what you call flirting? Huh?
The creature doesn't seem to move or react or do anything. But you can see the staff itself with these screaming faces make a... Like, their face already seemed to be in minor agony. But they seem to almost screech through the wood in pure torment as you say that.
Yeah, me too.
Dandelion.
Wait.
You must not face Asmodeus first.
What do you mean? I should...
Go...
Oh, sorry.
And the spirit, like, pauses for a second in discomfort, and the face is all kind of like, the screaming kind of goes down to like almost like a...
Because we're internal.
First, go to the Tabjari. There's
Hang
one...
on a second. I ruffle through my saddlebags. Go to the Tabjari, you say?
Tabjari, where the packed primeval sits.
Pact primeval.
The packed primeval. Go pay respects to the packed primeval.
Respects. I mean, by not going close to it, will I just not be insulting it anyway?
Pay respects to the packed primeval.
I still don't have your name.
Thistle, you can see the faces on this staff. Like, they're constantly changing to irritation, frustration, exasperation, fury. As this creature is just trying to put the objective information out to Dan.
Yeah. I think
I
this
feel
is
like
not
this
one
is
of
a
the
mask for like Bree trying to give the object information to Scrat.
100%. Yeah. You just hear Thistle yell out. It's like, Dad, just shut up and take notes.
Oh, sorry.
Is he always like this? Are they always like this?
You don't get a yes or a no, but you do get a deep resounding sigh.
Understood.
Pay respects, and you will have the power to defeat Asmodeus and get your amulet pieces.
How do you know about the quest?
What faces
The
of
creature-
stuff?
The creature stands, and the faces on the staff all kind of fall to a face of discomfort before disappearing within the wood.
Could I get a like detailed description of this NPC?
Of course. So this creature stands at around 6'4". They wear long robes that seem to cover all of their face. You can't quite tell.
I don't like that smug look. You're just waiting for some pun material.
You can't quite tell any of their features too distinctly. My father sent me. You complimented his flowers.
I don't know anything about this.
Oh, the boatman. He was such a nice person, and I'm sure that the apple does not fall far from the tree.
It does.
It does fall far from the tree?
Very.
Oh.
It appears our friends here have some connections.
So it would seem.
Yeah, this isn't the first time that that Dan's met someone who they knew prior. I don't know. I'm not complaining. It's gotten us out of a few pickles.
Dan's just too friendly to demons and devils and other undead in hell. Dan has made it their personal mission to befriend everyone in the fiery pits of hell.
That's quite incredible.
I respect that.
So far, I've only regretted it once.
It's a pretty good record for
With
how many
who?
levels of
Everyone in
hell.
hell's great.
The bird person.
Okay, there's
There
quite a
was
few
no
birds.
attempt at friendship there. There
Yeah.
was no attempt at friendship there.
She offered to be your friend multiple times, forever.
So anyway, Budman's daughter. Are you going to help us on our quest? Are you joining us, or are you going to perhaps fade away? And maybe,
I
maybe.
will go. I will not assist. The Pact Primeval will destroy me.
Oh. The Pact Primeval is a 9th level cleric. Got it.
Only mortals can approach the Pact Primeval. That is all. And as she says that is all, she turns away from you, but doesn't go anywhere. She doesn't move. She doesn't fade to black. She just turns around as if you're not there and stares at the wall behind her.
Perhaps if I buy her a drink, I can turn undead.
The faces return to the staff of pure agony, shrieking pain, melting within the staff. But she does not turn. She does not react. She stands as if no one is there.
Okay, well, I can see that any more attempts at communication here will be in vain, so I will walk back and speak to my party. And say, it seems we have to Tabjari, Pact Primeval, pay respects, and destroy undead.
Wait, alright, so what's the Tabjari? 2, what's the pact thing? And 3, wait, are we about to destroy undead there? What?
We pay respects to the Pact Primeval, but the Pact Primeval destroys undead.
Okay, and what's the Tabjari?
I don't know.
Great.
This'll roll me a religion.
Religion?
A religion.
12.
Thistle, what you would know about the Pact Primeval. It was a contract made by Asmodeus. It is the reason why he runs the hells how he does. There are 3 copies of the Pact Primeval. He has one, the gods have one, and there's a 3rd. This very perfectly scripted contract is the reason why Asmodeus has so much power. Because he's a genius, cruel, almost lawyerly type. And he created just the perfect amount of loopholes. You're assuming from the information that Tabjari must be the location in which Pact Primeval sits.
Alright. I just kind of sit there for a second. It's like, alright, well, I know the Pact Primeval. That's kind of like the whole contract thing that puts Asmodeus in charge. He's real good with those contracts and stuff, and really knows how to weave his words so he can get the best out of it. So it's kind of why he's in so much power. You know, lawyers. And I guess, have either of you heard of the Tabjari? I'm pretty sure it's the place.
Can I
Would we have
roll
heard of it?
for that?
You both can make rolls if you would like. Either history, religion, or survival if it's something you might have discovered while traveling.
Hey, I've got
I'll
some
go
history.
with survival.
Okay. Huhulan, you feel like you don't know what the Tabjari is, but you've seen a multitude of structures while here. You think that if someone were to describe it to you, you might be able to find the general direction in which it is in. But Dream, you would know that it is a great copper citadel that sits somewhere, but you're unsure where. You do know that there's only one entrance, and it is through a tunnel underground to get in, and that is where this Pact Primeval would sit.
So, I think I've read something about the Tabjari once. I think it is like a large sort of copper structure that it only has one door, and that should be, if that's where the Pact Primeval is, there's only the one door. I don't know where it is though. I just know what it is.
As he describes this, does this ring a bell with a structure that I remember seeing?
Yes, I would say you would know it is to the east. And rumors of the entrance is in the ravines somewhere.
If it's the copper, if it's built from copper, as you say, that's out towards the east. And I think there's some ravines there which would probably hide any kind of underground entrance like you describe.
Great. Well, that's a good start. I mean, I'm not sure what we're meant to do with the Pact Primeval, but I guess we can go through it. I mean, it's his source of power, really. I'm sure we could figure out something.
So you're telling me that you are going to go to the citadel where they hide more or less the seat of Asmodeus's power and try to use that as a bargaining chip against him? Is that my understanding?
I don't think we need to use it as a bargaining chip as such. According to the undead person who is facing the wall just there, this one didn't get their name. We just need to pay respects.
All right. Well, I guess we'll
about
kind of figure out what that means. Yeah, I guess we'll figure out what that means when we get there. I mean, paying respects in this place could mean anything from a coin donation to a blood sacrifice. I don't know.
I'm hoping it's not that second one. I don't like the sound
Yeah,
of it.
I'm hoping it's not the second one either, but you can't deny the possibilities there.
Certainly.
But it's to the east, you say?
If you need some assistance, I can help lead you there.
Oh, dang. That'd be great.
Sounds good to me, yes.
This is a most interesting quest. I must see where it goes.
Oh, bless. Oh, name's Thistle, by the way. This is Dan.
Hello.
Greetings. I am Huhulin, the Hound of Ulster.
Ooh.
Cool.
You may call me Dream.
It is a pleasure. I am Dandelion. I am a cleric of Ilmater. Well, Fisher, who do you paladin for?
Paladin of Torm.
Oh, of course you are.
Like-
Torm.
Torm, you know, like loyalty, righteous fury, all that.
Ah. Familiar
Alright.
with that well. I've served someone similar in the main. Goddess of the frenzy of battle.
That
That's
sounds
all
like
get along just
Fistle.
fine.
That does sound like Fistle. You should see them with their hammer. They are like boom, and then people are like
I mean, it's an axe, but sure.
hammer, axe. It's all the same to me.
I'm a new firm believer that every weapon is like a mace or a hammer to Dan now.
Yeah. He's a flat of the blade.
And you can't tell me otherwise.
That sounds accurate, honestly.
Okay. So off we go. Do we stay and chat? Have a snack? Take a nap?
Take a snack for the road.
And snacks for the road you can. It is very simple bread of sorts. Wheats collected from many a millennia. Plane of earth. Unknowing location. But it is very dense bread. They will wrap it and send you along. You make your way back out into this barren waste, where Huhulin can lead you in the direction that he remembers this citadel to be. Huhulin, can you roll me a survival check, please?
Ooh.
And
Well, I'm off to a great start here.
And as Huhulin begins to lead you down towards the place in which he knows, I would like all of you to roll me dexterity saving throws.
Oh no.
Sick. Hey!
Here goes nothing.
Oh, sure. Now I get the 18.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
war gods.
Huhulin and Thistle, you do not feel this damage, but for Dan as well as Dream, you take 5 points of damage as the steam from this ground cracks open and begins to burn your legs.
Oh, my soft underbelly.
Alright, well, kind of figured that was a possibility. You both alright?
I think I'll be fine, but I do feel a bit singed. Require some grooming later.
I have suffered worse.
You
Yeah, I've
have
seen it.
definitely gone through some shit, Dan. But with this happening, you now know the sense in which they come, an understanding of how it happens, and are able to keep your eye on it from happening again. And you wander, and you wander, and you wander. Huhulin, you are definitely struggling to find in your memory banks the location of this citadel. Can you roll me one more survival check, please?
Certainly. Better.
This
Can
better.
I grant my advantage?
You can if you would like.
I'll give my advantage. I feel like this is
Okay.
important.
Okay.
Oh no. Dang, I really do feel like that.
And that's with a +3.
Oh, bless.
Harsh.
Ah, tell. Good tell. It'd be like
Yeah.
You lead them to the ravine that you believe the entrance might be in. But you do not see the citadel. It seems to be very dusty, the ground and the air moving, dust in the distance. But you believe this ravine is the one that has the entrance. And there are 3 cave doors.
All right, which should we go? Right, left, or the middle?
Do we have to like climb down to reach these doors, or is there
Um,
like a path?
There is a pathway leading down into this ravine.
I am so thankful.
Yes,
The
it
ravine
seems-
is centaur accessible.
It is very centaur accessible. The lower layers seem to be much more caring of the fact that you have 4 legs.
The first level is honestly terrible. With the ladders and the steps
With the
and the
ladders
rope.
and the boats.
Right. Well, you have any idea which way to go? They're just like natural cavern entrances. They're not doors.
Yes.
Or...
They seem to be very natural cavern entrances. Uhulin, you know one of them is the correct door. You are very unsure as to which
But I don't-
door is
yeah.
the correct door.
Shit.
All right, it's one of these 3. But to be totally honest with you, I don't know which one it is. I've heard they say that it's one of the 3 down here, but any person that's mentioned these, I've not talked with anyone who's gone in and come back out.
Right. Oi.
So we want to find the right one, right? So let's just go right.
That would be correct. We want to find the correct one. If you want to go right, we go right.
We don't really have much else to go off of. May as well.
Not really.
This
May
is
as
true.
well go with the pun.
All right.
I suppose I
shall-
could try and detect evil.
I mean, I think you're just gonna get a migraine.
So do I.
Yeah.
So do I. I've got my cure wounds ready for before I even begin.
I mean, if you really want to use a spell on that, we don't know what we're gonna find.
Hmm.
All right.
Well,
So we'll just pick one and go. We'll go to the right.
I have my axe out and my shield.
Okay. And as you enter, it is very dark in this tunnel.
I pull out one of my torches and light it.
Ah, wait,
So we
hold
can
on.
see.
I've got something for you.
Oh, okay.
I'm actually just gonna touch your the sword on your hip and cast light on it.
Okay. That'll
I
work.
do the axe thing. Yay! It's all light.
So this is very now well lit.
Okay. And with that being
Actually,
done, I
with
put
that
the
much
torch
light,
away.
Yeah, I'll switch off my lights. I think one should be enough, but this thing just kind of holds the axe up, and so this thing can produce light in case yours runs out. If you need concentration on anything else.
Okay. And as you make your way down this tunnel, there is a door.
I mean,
A simple wooden door.
I'm gonna say, does it look like a citadel door?
Looks like a very simple wooden door.
It can't be this easy, right?
Yeah, it seems a bit too easy. Does anyone know
Probably
anything about
not.
traps?
I might know a little bit about traps.
Well, check it out before we do anything.
I would like to roll a check. Oh boy. Maybe I don't know as much about traps as I thought.
Just because you multi-class one level in Rogue doesn't mean you automatically know everything.
3 levels, thank you. I would like to have a look for traps.
All right. Are you just looking for physical traps, like trap doors and that kind of good stuff?
I would like to search my soul deep and like perhaps insightfully search for traps.
Roll me an insight, yeah.
Really? Wow.
You think about it. Realistically, there should be a trap on this door. But I mean, it's just a plain wooden door. Maybe an enchantment, but you can't tell. It's just a door.
Enchantment.
Enchantment.
I am not sure. I think there should be a trap. I can't see a trap. Maybe it's a magical trap.
Well, that's helpful.
Well, I had a friend who was, well, arguably he was extremely good at checking for traps. His method was to just stroll on through, or sometimes to hit it with something.
I mean, if we all stand back, I have a couple of javelins.
I could use my glaive to try to see if we can pull it open with that.
I mean, we could just knock.
Or a javelin. A javelin would work as well.
Dan, I'm not sure if announcing our arrival with a knock is the best idea.
But aren't we going? Is this not the way to the Pact Primeval?
We hope
We're
so.
not
I mean, there's
sure.
there's
We
three.
hope so anyway.
Yeah,
And-
there's three doors. We don't
Thwarted
know.
4 D&D players with one simple wooden door. It is the GM's greatest gift.
I pull out one of my 4 javelins and try to pull the door open using it so that way there's some distance
Open
between
the
me and the
door.
actual door.
Hey, hang on a moment though, Helen. Like, if we are here to see the Pact Primeval, and we're supposed to pay respects, surely the most respectful way of opening the door is to knock first.
Yeah, but that's assuming that this is the way of the primeval. There's a 1 in 3 chance of having it. Well, this could be our
And-
death.
Are you actually going to assume that the people that might be tending it and guarding it are going to be friendly folk?
I usually do.
God, you're naive.
Well, I guess that's where you and me differ again, me friend.
So, Huhulin, you attempt to pry open this door.
Yeah.
What is your strength?
My strength is 16.
Hey.
Roll me a strength.
Strength roll or saving throw?
A roll.
Okay.
I have my shield up just in case.
You seem to be unable to pry this simple wooden door open. You use all of your might and all of your force, but it does not seem to open for you.
Right.
Well, I think you may be right about some sort of enchantment on this thing.
Mind if I give it a crack?
Go for
Hold
it.
the hand out for the javelin. I would like to try and do the same.
Thistle, what is your strength?
Also a 16.
Roll me a strength.
21.
You pry at this door, and you pry and you pry. The door does not open for you.
Alright, yeah, I think there's definitely some kind of enchantment on it. Or maybe it's just locked. We kind of didn't really think of that, did we?
Look, why don't we try my way? And I'll saunter up to the door.
Okay.
It's hard for a centaur not to saunter.
Yeah.
It's almost
I'm
in
gonna
the name.
make sure that I'm gonna stand behind Dan because I assume that the centaur takes up the entire doorway. So if anything's gonna come through it, it's gonna go through Dan first.
This is correct. Oui.
Dan, what is your strength?
Look for a knock.
My
What's that?
strength score is 17.
Okay. Roll me a
What?
strength.
I'm pretty strength, yeah, I just never use it.
Yeah, I didn't know you said you had strength.
Remember I told you I am rogue?
Yeah, you knock. Nothing. happens.
Hello?
No one answers.
Wuhulin gets impatient, just grabs the door by the knob or handle or whatever's there and just tries to pull it open.
And you yank, and it feels like a solid iron door forged by the dwarves deep within the mountains. It is the heaviest door you have ever pulled in your entire life, and it does not budge for you.
Is it a push door? Try pushing it instead.
Hang on a minute. Maybe there are 57 locks.
That could be.
Perhaps I should have a go at picking the lock?
I'm gonna try.
It's worth a shot.
I promise you, I only learned how to do this whistle to access the library in the monastery. It's the only reason.
I mean, I don't believe you, but sure.
What do you mean you don't believe me? I am lovely.
Roll me to pick locks at these tools. As you go to pick the lock, you realize the door is not locked. And as that kind of hits your mind, Dan, roll me an Arcana check.
We just have to ask it nicely.
The door isn't locked, but it feels very heavy to you. So you kind of feel for it. There is definitely a form of enchantment on this door, and it seems to be handicapping all of you from being able to push or pull this door. But it seems to only have that effect when you put a lot of force into it. You do know that there's one member of your party who probably doesn't have a lot of force to their body that hasn't tried the door.
Okay, now hear me out. First of all, the door is unlocked. I unlocked it, I know. But, the
Inside check. The broken lock is still in there.
But while I was picking the lock, that inside trap detection came back to me a little bit, you know. And I get the feeling that perhaps it is indeed enchanted. And perhaps it is enchanted to be warded against strong people from trying to open the door.
Alright.
Is anyone among us who maybe hasn't tried the door feeling a little weaker than everyone else? Not to name any names.
Where Dream tells you that they have a 20 strength, that he has a 20 strength. The wrongest cat in the world.
Dream only has a 14 strength, so he's not weak.
They're pretty strong.
That's above average.
Yeah. I mean, I can give it a shot, but I'm not exactly, not a slouch.
I mean, may as well give it a crack.
I believe
The
in
rest
you.
of us haven't. The rest of us haven't had any success. Maybe this door likes tabaxi.
Wouldn't that be a...
Or a good story.
Only opens for cats, actually. That's
Yes, the cat door.
Get a purr.
Turns out it's a cat flap. He's got the special collar.
Right. Dream, roll me a strength.
Yeah.
But you didn't think we'd be doing that for your character.
Surprise!
17,
Shit.
apparently.
This door doesn't open.
I got nothing.
Alright, well, so it's enchanted, and it's not like... I mean, and what was the thing that they said? Something about paying respects? What if we just kind of be a bit more nice about it? Just treat it like a regular door. We're all just kind of trying to break in, aren't we?
No, I knocked politely and said hello.
Yeah, but you didn't open the door, did you? I'm gonna go off before and just try and open it casually, like a normal door. I'm not trying to force it or anything.
So very gently you open the door and you
Yeah.
can pull, as you gingerly twist the handle to the door and you kind of pull it back like you would in an inn or at a church or in a tavern. And you use no strength of will to pull the door open. It slides open with ease.
So they want us to be polite enough to just casually open the door, but like just knocking first and waiting for an answer is too much. So we got to find that middle ground.
I see.
That, and
But
I don't think that
the
anyone else is here right now, so I don't think knocking's gonna do much for us. But all right, I guess be nice, and we should be all right.
Okay, be nice, but not too nice.
All right, I'm gonna say be nice, but don't expect anyone else to do stuff for you. Like, I mean, knocking kind of implies that there's someone on the other side of the door waiting to open it for you, whereas just kind of opening it casually is just a very kind of polite little hello. Is anyone in there? But yeah,
Well,
I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
then we shall politely go forward.
And as you politely go forward, as you walk to this door, you no longer need the effects of the light spell, as there are lit lanterns, oil lanterns on the walls. This seems to be a very beautiful, almost, the walls are made out of this solid copper, but they have been changed in color and dyed to be different shapes and patterns, and they almost seem like hieroglyphs of a very handsome creature, and you can tell as the way they stand with their hands like this, someone of elegance. Then you see carvings of what seem to be almost holy people, and the way they are put into this artwork, they seem to be foolhardy, confused, dumb. You see ones tripping over themselves as this great dark figure stands over them. And as you continue down this path, it kind of tells a story of this handsome, intelligent creature and these angelic creatures having a disagreement, a discussion, and then a form of paper has been handed to the dark figure, and it tells the story of this figure gaining power and strength, while the heavenly figures grow smaller in scale and in comparison. And it ends with a very finely carved statue next to it of Asmodeus himself sitting on a throne. And then there's another door waiting at the end of this tunnel.
Alright, well, I'm guessing that tells a story about the pact and everything. That's kind of
It would appear.
much to think
I'm
about.
basically going to run back and forth, like scribbling down notes about what the story says, or what I think it says.
And you paint the picture as best as you can of what these hieroglyphs, these artistic designs say.
Mm-hmm.
But there's another door. This one is not simple and wooden. It seems to be very luxurious, glamorous, something you would expect to be in a citadel.
Well, this seems right, at least. Seems very
This looks a little
citadel-y.
bit. This definitely looks more appropriate for what we're looking for.
Right, well, should we just try
Alright,
and casually open this one as well?
All right. I walk up and casually and politely
Remember to
attempt
knock
to
first,
open the
just in
door.
case. Remember to knock first. Respect, respect, respect.
I try to open it slowly and politely, but without knocking.
The door does open for you. Do you open the door all the way?
Yes, I do. I open it all the way.
Pull the door open, and it leads into a grand hall with dining tables. People sit. There are multiple individuals sitting and reading. They're all wearing black robes, and they do not face you as they are scribbling in their writing, almost as if they haven't noticed you. But you see they are all carrying weapons. Some holding swords, some holding shields, some holding maces, some holding staves. They haven't noticed you as the door opened.
I hold a finger to my lips and and then I point out where everybody is as they approach the doorway.
Door opened quietly? Was it like squeaky
It
or
was
anything? Or?
very quietly. It can tell that this was very well taken care of.
Okay. Alright. Alright, does this hall look like kind of a library? Or is it just taking notes?
It seems kind of like a study of sorts. There are a few shelves with books, but mostly there seems to be tapestries on the wall of Asmodeus in different forms. In some, an attractive tiefling, some a handsome human man, an elf, something more fey-like. They all just seem to be like shrines of Asmodeus himself.
Alright, I have a bit of an idea, but I don't know how well it'll go. I'm thinking maybe if we just go in quietly, but not really sneaking. I mean, they seem to be hard at. Just kind of peers around. Like, they seem to be hard at work. Maybe we should try and treat it like a library situation and just be like quiet, but not sneaky.
Sounds like a good idea.
Seems reasonable to
Disturbing
me.
Should I put something on my hoofs?
I mean, are they clean?
I mean, they're clean. I just mean they'll be quite loud. Maybe I should put, like, I don't know, some cloth on them or something.
I mean, if you want to.
I mean, if you think it'll be fine without, then it'll be fine without.
I mean, it might kind of fall under us trying to be sneaky kind of thing. I don't know how this place works.
I'll just go
I
as
would
normal.
just walk
Alright.
normally. That appears to
Alright.
be the key to everything so far.
Right, just kind of looks at their weapons and stuff. It's like, well, be ready for a fight anyway, just in case. This place is a bit baffling.
It's very strange. I've never ever done a dungeon before where I have to be quiet and respectful. Actually, kind of nice.
A kinder, gentler dungeon.
Yeah,
Perhaps this is the
Honest.
dungeon of the future.
maybe. I mean, to be honest, I haven't really been in that many of a dungeon. I'm usually the one topside on the battlefield, but this is kind of nice.
Oh,
In a
Yes, I
way.
mostly read stories of dungeons.
all the time. As a priest of Ilmater, you're just always doing dungeons. You know, people are like, oh, I'm so poor and sick and my cow's been stolen. I have to go and take it back from the goblins. And you're obliged, you know. You're like, oh, no, I will take on this burden for you. All the time.
Sorry about that. What'd I miss?
Good.
We were just talking
been
about
chatting
dungeons.
about dungeons.
All right, so are we covering the hooves or not?
I think we
No.
decided not to.
We're
All
not.
right.
We're just being casual. We're just being nice. We're just.
And as you casually walk past these acolytes who are studying, most seem to not regard you. But one does turn their head, and then, to your surprise, the individual who is not sitting at the stands, but rather kind of leaning against a pillar, another centaur.
How did we not see this prior?
And they're standing to the side of this beam, and you can see the human body standing very tall, perhaps 6'8", a young woman with long blonde hair. But as you begin to walk past the pillars, they turn to look at you with curiosity as they hear the click-clacking of the hooves. And as she steps forward herself, the black robes cover over her human torso, but she has almost a stallion's sort of body.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Oh, powerful.
Very powerful.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I believe we are in a place where we should be quiet, so I will say this only once. My name is Dan DeLeon.
You're a holy individual, Dad.
And she blinks at you. Okay. I'm Clarissa. Why are you here?
We are here to pay our respects to the Pact Primeval.
And when you say the Pact Primeval, she gasps. You do realize you're going to get killed long before you get there, right?
You say I am a dashing oily man who has no care for death or danger.
Thistle is just like rubbing the bridge of their nose.
She closes her book and looks at you. So you're stronger than the assassins,
No.
the maged cultists, and
No.
the warriors that form these halls?
No, but I am politer and much more friendly.
They will kill on sight. Even we cannot go farther than our study rooms. What of the traps? The
Would you-
dangers?
Would you measure a Fey person by the strength of their arm or the strength of their convictions? Hmm.
I measure a stupid, holy person in Asmodeus's citadel as someone who's going to die.
Some people see stupidity. Others see bravery.
Now, because I know you're desperately trying to charm this woman.
Yeah, I think Thistle can clearly see Thistle just behind Dan, like rubbing
Dan,
him in like this, like the camera unfocuses on Dan and focuses on Thistle like behind in the background, and Thistle's just like, oh my god.
I take it desperate for being the key word here.
Dan, roll me a
Wait a minute.
performance.
How about persuasion?
What are you trying to persuade her of? That you're actually something suave?
I am feeling very
That-
persuasive.
Yeah, but that would be deception. Let's be real, that's a deception roll.
Ruthless.
Oof.
Hello, it
Oof.
is I, your dungeon master. I'm here to hurt the self-esteem of horse people all around.
I'll roll a performance.
Oh,
Come on, just roll high.
Oh shit.
I'm getting war flashbacks to every time I've like looked like I was alone at a bar. Just-
Well, holy man.
You may call me Dan.
If you don't die here, come say hello. I've never seen another one of our sort here.
I didn't really realize that we could go to well at all. I would love to hear your story.
It could be something we discuss. If you survive. Watch for the traps. They're not all centaur accessible.
What do we do?
I do a horsey bow. And throws away.
And as you
Trap just turns this ramp to stairs. It's like, oh!
And as Dan's away, Clarissa looks to the rest of the party. He's going to get you killed, isn't he?
It certainly does
honest-
look that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, I've been with him for like sort of a few layers of hell now, and to be real honest with you, I'm kind of surprised it hasn't happened sooner. But he's a good healer.
Well, I mean, I suppose as a healer, it's fine, but how much healing can be done when you're already dead?
Fair point. Alright. Look to Dan, it's like, well, did you know where we're meant to go next? Get any information, or are you too busy flirting?
Oh, I just heard that we're supposed to look out for traps.
Alright, so we know what we already knew. Great.
Besides, Fischl, I do not flirt. I am a holy man.
There are no words, but you get a look of just sure, Jan.
Now, Dream, Helen, what is your experience with people of the cloth? And is this similar to what you have experienced with people of the cloth?
For Hulun, his experience has not been necessarily great with those of the cloth. Most of his relationship with his deity has been kind of a one-on-one kind of thing, like visions or direct or communications like that. Not a whole lot of priests out there or clerics for Nemain, so a lot of it is just his own personal interaction and prayer and devotion time. So, as far as people of the cloth, it's not been the most positive experience.
Oh, so this isn't any worse.
Mhm. Actually, this is probably a little bit better than he's seen from some.
Oh, very good. What about you, Dream? Is this how you see most holy folk?
Depends on the cloth they wear. Some are much like this and much worse. Some are substantially different.
Very good. Then you march on, trotting away, not knowing what the beautiful centaur has said about you. She walked 2 large double doors. And as you do, Thistle, Clarissa says one more time, from that door, everyone you see is killed on sight.
Well, alright. I'll do what I can.
Or die. That's up to you.
I think they'd take their weapons out again. Can I just briefly, can I do an insight check?
Yes, of course.
Just to make sure that she's being honest with me. Or 10.
So you can't quite tell if she's being honest with you or not, but from what you can deduce from the things that are going around here, what you can kind of tell from looking at the books and looking at the giant tapestries of Asmodeus, this seems to be like, these all seem to be cultists of Asmodeus. These acolytes, you look to their weapons, you look to the things they're carrying, it seems that they are new members of this cultist organization. Perhaps not strong enough to take you. I mean, realistically, they could probably kill all of you with the sheer numbers, but they don't seem very well versed in their weapons, well versed in their fighting styles. They all seem to be very new. You can't tell if she's lying to you or not, but she doesn't seem to be a threat to you. And she's warning you about the dangers that come ahead.
Okay, alright. Kind of gives Clarissa a nod. It's like, alright, well, we'll keep our wits about us. We'll go to do that anyway, but cheers. So traps and anyone. Alright.
Oh, and the Pack Primeval is in a giant ruby, so good luck.
Oh, great. Giant ruby. Got it. Thanks. Thank you. Have a great day.
Well, at least we know what we're looking for now.
Yeah. As they move off, it's like, alright, so apparently it's kill on sight, but that's kinda, I'm gonna be real with you, that kinda goes against my thing. I try to give at least a bit of a chance of them to back down first, so my whole thing is just everyone has a chance of redemption. Give everyone a chance. If they choose yes, be patient with them. If not, then just don't be stupid about it. So but I'll be real with you, it's been real difficult here and out.
Plus, if everything roaming around here was to kill everything else on sight, then they'd have no acolytes to keep around.
Yeah, well, it's from this. I mean, it's just kind of looks back and like, I mean, it's pretty clear that they're part of some kind of cult for Asmodeus. So I don't know how far their word goes. They could be just trying to get us to be sacrifices, but
Yeah,
who knows?
that's true.
Just wits about
Could
us.
Could be trying to scare us off.
Yeah, maybe. Could be trying to scare us off, or maybe killing things on sight is a surefire way to get us killed. So I think just keep our wits about us.
Yep, I agree.
I think if we proceed with caution, we can be fine.
All right, so you make it to the double doors. Do we open the doors?
Checking the traps.
Calmly and
I don't know
politely.
again.
Calmly and politely, the door opens. I would like to know the marching order.
I think I might try and go first if people are okay with that.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm not super dexterous or anything like that, but I can. Yeah, I don't know. If something does jump out and attack us, I've got a decent AC, so.
All right. This will lead
Since
to the
I-
army.
Yeah. Since I've got the glaive with me, I'll go towards the back since it's got the 10-foot reach to it.
Okay.
I'll be in sort of the middle, and I'll cast. I'll do my Armor of Shadows, but for flavor purposes, because I'm technically I have a Celestial patron instead of it being Armor of Shadows. It's more like Armor of Light.
Okay.
So it's just like a bright yellow, sort of lightly glowing armor appears around me.
Very good.
Might see if Dan can go directly behind me because they're tall enough to see over me and they can spot traps because they've got a bit.
Perfect.
We'll ask Scrat. That's okay.
And this tunnel system here, the doorway leads to a long hallway with various statues on all of the ends, all the way down. They seem to be all statues of Asmodeus. Asmodeus reading, Asmodeus standing, Asmodeus holding a sword. At the end is Asmodeus wielding a spell. All seem to be different forms of Asmodeus. And there's another door at the end.
Is the floor like? Is it like a tiled floor, or
It
is
a
it just?
tiled
Or is it?
floor.
Okay. All right. Kahulin takes a copper coin out of his pocket, kneels down on the floor, and puts it down and tries to slide it all the way down the hallway towards the door, just to see if it triggers anything.
Roll me an athletics. Okay.
Nice.
You were able to slide it all the way down. It doesn't seem to let off any effects, though. The concern is maybe it's not heavy enough, but you're unsure if there's either no traps or if the coin is just not heavy enough to
Yeah. But at least create some motion, so that way we know it's nothing that necessarily by motion, unless it's got to be a certain size. Then okay, cool.
All right. Dan, can you see anything out of the ordinary?
I can have a look. I will perceive.
With your perception, you look to the statues, you look to the door at the distance, and you look at the tiles. It's hard to tell if there's anything going on here.
No, it looks normal to me.
All right. Well, take your word for it.
Asmodeus, Asmodeus. Asmodeus,
Asmodeus, Asmodeus. Alright, I just kind of look back at it. I was like, maybe stay a bit behind me. I don't want, if there is a trap, I'd hate for it to get all of us in one hit, you know? I'm gonna start creeping forward, I guess. Going by Dan's word that there seems to be no traps because Dan said it seemingly with confidence rather than as.
And seemingly with confidence, you walk past the first statue of Asmodeus. Standing and reading, nothing happens. You walk past the second statue of Asmodeus, as he stands nobly, handsomely. The third statue of Asmodeus holding a sword. And as you pass the fourth of Asmodeus casting a spell, make me a roll. It is going to be a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, yeah. Me and the cat is like, that one's a fucking trap, but I don't think this has ever really been in a dungeon. No.
Oh
well,
boy.
it's 7.
Okay. From this hand that is casting a spell, a firebolt strikes you for 17 damage.
Oof,
That is
that looked
exactly
like it
half.
died.
That is exactly half. Because I rolled dog shit for hit points. Am I able to move out of the way of it though and like
As you press this plate, it drops down about 2 inches and doesn't move again. After your hit, you can move out of the way, and it seems
Okay. Yeah, once I've like put the fire out on me, I whip around and give Jan the biggest glare of you said with confidence that it was fine.
I said it seems normal. I didn't even see the guy with the magic spell, to be honest.
How are
To be
you
fair, I'm trying
feeling?
to- Oh, now I'm the one who's a bit singed, but it's alright, I can take care of it. I'm gonna use my lay on hands to heal that up.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm back at full health, but I've only got 13 hit points left of oil hands.
Okay. Would you were able to make it to the door?
Yeah, well, at least I look at the platform, like the thing. It's definitely locked in place. It's not going off
Yep.
again. Yeah, I was
seems
like,
to be
well, I
strong.
think it's safe for all you now.
Trot across happily.
Yep, just walk across trying to avoid that particular one.
Raising my
And I
fetlocks.
do the same.
Raising my fetlocks gleefully.
All right. Making it to the next door, and this door is slightly ajar already. So you can open it if you'd like.
Someone has been transmutating this door. It's already partially ajar.
Sorry, my internet just cut out. Sorry, guys. Gotta go.
I have to leave immediately. I'm sorry.
Bad puns cause me physical.
Uhulin casts Greater Pun Ward at 9th level.
Very good,
Yeah.
Uhulin.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's what the DM needs.
It's the only spell this barbarian knows.
Hey, it's the only spell the barbarian needs.
Yeah. It's not even a spell. It's just the warhammer.
It's waving the glaive under his nose.
Oh my goodness. Is there enough of a gap in the door for me to just peer through it
Yes.
without opening it?
There is. And you have dark vision, correct?
I do.
So you can peer through, and there's kind of, it's a little bit hazy as you peer through originally, but what you see is books, kind of a bookshelf that carves over the entrance. You see a small kind of pathway, and from the pathway you see about 5 feet again more books. And what it kind of looks like to you is almost like a labyrinth of books. The shelves don't seem to be in a way that you can tell from just peeking through.
And from what I can tell, it looks like a maze of a library. I just might want to be quiet for this one. If we're all ready,
You're saying
Oh,
it's
don't. Then I go in.
an amazing library? Huh?
Oh, Dan! But yes, you enter into what seems to be
I thought that was in
labyrinth.
character. I was like, who? Who?
Jesus! Elvira, is that you?
The pun ricochets off the ward and bounces right back at Dan.
Knocks it straight out.
Knocks him out. Sorry, that's 50-second damage. I don't make the rules.
Becomes hideous laughter.
This great labyrinth of books seems to follow in many different directions. Do we all stay together as we travel?
I'd say we'd be
mean-
better off.
We should.
Excellent. Roll me a perception check, everybody.
Can do.
I am feeling so perceptive.
You gotta be kidding me!
Oh my god.
Hey, okay, I'm throwing it out there. 8 is a lucky number, right?
Yeah, 4 of them. 4 in some cultures is probably also a lucky number.
Hey, we got 4 rates on our hand. I'm all in.
With 4 8s, all of you rolling an 8 perception. All of you in my entire group rolling an 8 perception.
I have the most valid excuse because I don't have any modifier for perception. You're the
You are
plus
the
3.
only one with an excuse because everyone else has a plus.
I'm
Yeah, the
only
rest of
valid
us are
one in
plus
this party.
3.
You all rolled
I'm
5.
I'm the only valid one in this
You rolled the
party.
best. You
Hey,
begin to make your way, and you squabble in the directions. Some areas are wider than others. But as this happens, a puff of smoke kind of just hits into your faces. You don't know where it came from, but you smell... It smells almost floral. You were able to continue on. With an 8 perception, I'm going to do something. Oh, hold on. Just kidding. Let me refresh my roll 20.
Oh no, roll 20 problems.
Roll 20 problems. That's
No.
okay.
Disappointed but not surprised.
It's okay. It's okay. We love roll 20. Sometimes.
Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
As long as I can get my Barovian castle music back up, we are good. Very good.
Bah.
Wow, don't like that.
What's everyone's passive perception?
Oh, fuck all.
13.
10.
16.
13.
Excellent.
Thank you, Catman.
Dream. You sense them coming before they come. You see 2 creatures jump down from either end of these bookshelves, ready to attack. In black garb, with gilded golden marks. They seem almost similar to the robes in the other room, but designed for quicker movement and of higher quality, perhaps someone farther in this order. But they are ready with blades to attack, and you can call it out right before they land to attack. And everyone can roll initiative.
We've got company.
Alright. Dang!
That's not bad.
Wow.
My baby.
Yes! Look at me go.
Wow. I'm impressed.
Hey.
All right. All right. So
I'm
we're gonna
still
go.
slower than one of the assassins.
I did my job. I saw them. That's all I needed to do.
Hey, that's honestly
Yeah.
extremely useful.
Very good. That would have been a surprise round, I assume. Probably with some sneak attack.
It was. With sneak attack, you are right. Okay, so Thistle, you can strike now. Your new Tabaxi friend has called you out of this attack, and you are ready to go.
Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna waste my good initiative, unfortunately, because my dear sweet oath depicts that I should give everyone a chance to not fight. So I'd like to hold my action and see how they respond as I have my weapon at the ready and say, "Listen, you don't want to do this. Let me be real with you. If you just let us pass, we'll be fine. I don't want to fight you but if you're gonna attack me, I'm gonna have no choice. So you have one chance." And I'm gonna hold my action to see if this assassin that's gonna go after me is gonna just straight up attack me or not. And if they do, I'm gonna attack them back. Well, I think before I do that, I'll use my bonus action to activate my the Light's Fury.
Excellent. And as that happens, we're still in the marching order of, I believe, Thistle, Dan, Dream, and then Huhulin. The one facing you, Thistle, does not move in the immediate moment, but the one at Huhulin's side is going to make 2 short sword attacks.
Oof.
Oof.
Is Cthulhu near enough to me for me to use my protection?
No, as Huhulin is in the back, you are unable to get to him in this.
Oh, yeah, that's right in the back now.
Both of those will hit.
Okay. And you can
Shit.
ignore the poison. This one doesn't have poison blades. Sorry, I don't want to kill you immediately.
Thank God.
I forgot to take that part
Alright,
off. Sorry.
So 14.
Yep, it's 14
Holy
damage.
shit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it there now. I'm not gonna remove it post haste now, just to continue to give you that anxiety.
Appreciate that, Brie. Love
I'm a
that.
high quality dungeon master here to give everyone stress.
Hey, we're in hell as well, and if you add up that damage, that's 66.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. All right. Now, does this activate your held action to see the other one attack Thistle?
I think it would. Yeah. Is this, how narrow is this? Are we all like trapped in a line, or will we be able to move around each other, or?
There's just enough room as to where you can maneuver around each other.
Okay.
But not so much where you can all stand in a line from bookshelf to bookshelf. It's about two at a time can fit side by side.
Alrighty. Yeah, if I'm allowed to, I'll take my 2 attacks at the one that just attacked Huhulan.
Okay.
If I may. And I'll just be like, well, the attack of my friends counts as well. I'm fucking... And I'll make 2 attacks. Fury. Oh, whoops. Oh, never mind. It's okay.
It hit. And it hit.
Alrighty.
2 hits.
Two
Nice.
hits already.
Oh
I
no,
just
that's
rolled-
not
actually-
allowed.
I did the 2. That's nothing. I didn't waste that.
He's so
There we
good.
go. That's what I want. Because I accidentally clicked 2-handed, the damage is different, but I have my shield out, so I needed the one-handed up to do damage, but instead I just wasted 2 nat 20s.
We can take your 2 one-handeds if you'd like.
Are you sure?
We can take your 2 one-handeds if you'd like.
You're a kind GM.
I have a fear.
I'll do that because I feel like it's gonna come back to bite me later. I'm guessing the 11 doesn't hit though.
The 11 does not hit.
Okay, and are these just people, or do they count as fiends? Or
They are just people. You can tell
Alrighty.
clear as day.
alrighty, so I will remove I will pump in a level 2 Divine Smite. Oh, level 1 Divine Smite, sorry.
Thank you very much, Light Fingery, for that sub. 19 months, Light Fingery. 19 months. Thank you so much. You have an advantage to gift to a player of your choice. As well, you know.
Alrighty, and Divine Smite, roll that twice as well. There we are. So
An extra 10.
that's 33.
Alright, beautiful. And you hack and slash with this attack. And it is now Dan's turn. Dan, now that Thistle has moved, there's one creature facing directly in front of you.
Directly in front of me.
Directly in front of you.
Oh, that's very close.
Too close.
Very close. I'll give it to me. Thank you. Thank you, Light Fingery. So, I would like to insight check them. I want to have a look and say what makes them tick. How do they fight? Do they have a sword? Are they going to be using a buckler? How does this work?
Alright. Check for the buckler.
Awful check.
And this is against their deception?
Deception. Yes, the assassin's deception. Ah, you die.
It matches. You can't tell. You know they have short swords, but you also see a little dagger. Who knows?
Alright, I bop him on the head.
Good choice. One good ball.
Buff. Does a 20?
That definitely hits.
I will hit him with it. It is 8 bludgeoning damage.
One good boop. Very good. Huhulan. It is now your turn.
Okay. As he feels this attack go on him, he quickly puts his hand over his left chest where there's a tattoo that's actually the holy symbol for Nemain, and he says shouts out a prayer seeking the divine guidance from Nemain. He pulls out his glaive with a bonus action. He's going to invoke the warp spasm, otherwise known as he's going to rage.
Wonderful.
And he will take strikes up against the one who just hit him,
Excellent.
and he will also. Hopefully, we can get some divine fury going here. So let me get my. Where's my equipment at? Here we go. 11 probably does not hit.
That's
Right?
actually the damage. That's not the actual
Oh, I hit
itself.
hit the wrong button here. Hang on. All right, let me try it. What's going on here? Oh, I know what I did wrong. Hang on.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. That first strike will not hit, though. A 13 does not strike. Do you have any
Okay.
other actions?
Well, I can do 2 strikes. I'm going to strike again.
Okay.
Ah!
Wow. All those
Oi.
13s. 13, 13, 13, 13.
Lucky
Unfortunately, though, you hit books, you knock them off the shelves, and you seem to have damaged the actual structure of this library, but missed this very life assassin.
Okay. And that's all he can do right now.
That's all she wrote. Very good. Dan, the assassin in front of you. Short sword in one hand, dagger in the other. Makes their attack. Does a 19 hit?
A 19 does hit, yes.
And remember, ignore the poison for this one. You'll take 9 piercing. Now this dagger, you will take poison from.
Oh no.
Oop, I just popped like 6 in chat. Ignore that. An 8 doesn't hit, so don't worry.
I sit and I think, I know that is probably going to be poisoned. I will dodge.
You dodge very well and are able to avoid the attacks from this assassin. Dream, you were in the middle of combat. Weapons are flying around you, but you stand kind of secure right where you are right now. Untouched and undamaged, ready to go. Currently, Thistle and Huhulin are engaging one, while Dan is engaging the other.
Quick question. Are there any of the others within my 10-foot reach? Because I do have Polearm Master, which means they can provoke an opportunity attack if they get within the 10-foot radius of me.
I believe that all of these creatures are currently within. Everyone seems to be in about 10 feet radius with you right now.
Okay, so if any of them moves and they're still in that, I can get an attack of opportunity. Just want to let you know.
Very good.
I think what I would like to do is Sacred Flame on the one engaging Dan.
Very good.
So that's a DC 14 Dex save.
Okay.
Well, heck.
Is that one that's damage is halved, or is it just a flat save?
Flat save,
Okay.
so no damage.
As this sacred mode of light strikes at them, they dodge, and you do light quite a few books on fire.
Oh dear.
How does it make you feel to destroy, perhaps, ancient tomes with ancient knowledge?
Not great. If there are stories in there, my patron is probably not happy.
Probably not. That brings it top to the turn order, unless you have anything else you would like to do, my dear.
Everyone's good on health right now, correct?
For now.
I believe so.
Okay, yeah, that'll be my turn.
Excellent. Thistle.
I hit him.
Do it.
I hit him twice, hopefully. Oh, 13 hit. No, we've decided it doesn't.
Unfortunately, this very dancy assassin dodges your attacks. And they do not hit.
All good. Fizzle just kind of growls in frustration, but that's the turn.
The assassin then will strike at you with the short sword in one hand, and they pull out a dagger in the other. Does a 23 hit?
It does.
So it'll just be 4 damage, not the 21 poison.
Mm-hmm.
And the dagger
Yay.
venom misses again. This dagger needs help. All right. So you just
Love
take
that.
4 damage. Dan, it is your turn.
I'm so ready. So, this person in front of me, they have tried to stab me with their dagger. I do not like that. So, I'm going to conjure my spiritual weapon. Hang on a
Very
minute. Before I do this, I have a quick look around. Is anyone looking particularly bloodied?
No?
No? Then I conjure my spiritual weapon with malice. For it is a mace. And I'm going to hit him with that.
And it's
That's that level 2. 6 force damage.
good.
And then I use my main action to hit him with my real mace.
Very good.
A 20.
Which also hits.
Double buff. Buff for 6.
Very good. You bopped this boy very good. And Hahulin brings it to your turn. Thistle seems
All
unable to
right.
strike this creature.
Let's see if I can take care of that a little bit here. Actually, should I or shouldn't I go reckless? I'm not going to go reckless quite yet. All right, here we go. Let's swing the Gilbert. Ah! All right, let's try it again. There
Last
we
one
go.
hits. 23
All right.
hits.
23 hits. Let's see. So 6 slashing, but also because this is the first creature I've hit on this turn, he takes an additional 1d6 plus 3 for Divine Fury.
Okay.
Whoop, I hit that wrong. Hang on. 1d6 plus 3 for 8
Where are we
additional. We'll go for necrotic damage on this since they are not fiends or anything like that. Is there anything? Oh, and bonus action. I'm going to do another d4 of bludgeoning for my polearm master by hitting him with the butt of my weapon.
There we go. Boop him.
For an additional 2 more points of damage.
Excellent. You got some good boops and bops in there.
Yep. Once I finally connect, I can do something.
Yeah. The connection's always the hard part. The damage is usually the easy part.
Okay.
All right. This assassin, Dan, is going to attempt to stab you once again with the short sword. But
It
misses.
misses.
The dagger of venom. A 23.
Oh, that does it.
That'll do 11 piercing, and you must roll me a DC 15 con saving throw.
I do not like this.
If you're within 10 feet, you get +2.
You are within 10 feet.
A 14? No.
Weak.
Okay. You'll take an additional 8 damage for a total of 19 damage.
Oof.
Unfortunately, I can't do protection to help you out there, but I can do rebuke the violent, if I may.
Very
Which
good.
is the I'm going to use my channel divinity. I'm going to
Okay.
force them to do a wisdom saving throw.
Very good.
Oops.
They failed.
Yeah, they take the damage they just dealt.
All right. Excellent. And that is the end of their turn. Dream. Dan was just struck.
I'm looking pretty bad, actually.
That is extremely rude. Alright. Step 1. Step 1 to solving the problem is hitting the enemy with a hammer.
It's fair. Oh! You do hit the creature with the hammer.
For... Wait, what?
If you click on the word Celestial Maul in chat,
That's
that'll
right.
pop up. Yep.
Yep.
For 8 damage.
8 damage, and I have a second attack.
Very good.
That one, I'm guessing, doesn't hit.
Does not hit.
Alright,
My curse.
that's fine. I do have something else, though, as a bonus action.
Mhm.
Healing Light.
Very good.
I'm going to spend 3d6, and after hitting the enemy with my hammer, I'm going to lightly tap Dandelion with it, and you heal 3d6.
All right, who
Wonderful.
rolls that? You or Dan? There we go,
It doesn't say, but there it is, 8.
There we go.
Fantastic.
A gentle
thank
boot
you.
for 8 health. Very good. You got to heal 8, hurt 8.
Oh my god, you took the health from them and transferred it to me. What witchcraft is this?
What would
The laws of equivalent exchange.
Very good. Thistle, that brings it to your turn.
Alrighty. No. This will spend too much time in hell to try anything funky. They're just gonna hit him again. Alright. Hop. Jeez Louise. Hey, there we go.
A 20 hits.
I'll do a level 1 Divine Smite in that.
Okay.
Make sure I've got the rating damage switched off. Oh. Oh, there we go. 14.
14. Okay. Excellent. And you strike this creature once again. But standing it still is.
That's me.
Excellent. The assassin then will make 2 attacks once again. The short sword this time actually making contact with Huhulan. With an 18 hit.
That will hit.
Excellent. It'll just be the 7 piercing.
Well, actually, it'll only be 3 because I'm raging, so
Yes.
piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing, I only take half damage.
Alright, so you'll take 3 damage from that. Then they'll make a strike at you with the Dagger of Venom. I'm guessing an 11 doesn't hit.
11 will miss.
Excellent. And that will be the end of that assassin's turn. Dan.
He stabbed me and he stabbed me hard. I do not like this. So I'm going to woof him with my spiritual mace again.
Very good. Okay, a 24 will hit.
This time for 10 force damage. And as the
Yeah.
mace of my spiritual weapon hits in one way, the mace of my mace makes the mace on the other way. Except I miss it.
The angles and all the smacking causes it just to be quite difficult. But you do get one good, very good smack. Is there anything else you can do for your turn?
That is my action and my bonus action. I will not be using my movement just yet.
Alright, Huhulan.
Okay. Let me make sure I've got it here. Alright, I'm going to go again and I'm going to go reckless here to get advantage
Alright.
on the
excellent.
strike. Let's see, get advantage. Okay, so actions, glaive.
That
Hopefully
27
27 hits.
definitely
Okay.
hits.
All right, I'm going to do Divine Fury once again.
Alright.
So that will be Hang on. Let me get so I can see what I'm doing here. For additional 9 points of
Ooh,
damage.
Max damage. Excellent. All right,
We'll
so
go. Oh, is he still up?
I was gonna say, Mullen, as I like to do, can you describe to me how you do it?
In my rage for being hit the first time and then the multiple swings and misses, I get angry and frustrated over him not staying still, and with the Go Bear, I just stand pat, wait for him to stop a dodge, and then I just ram it forward, and I get him, and the point goes right into the sternum and right in through him, and I twist as I pull it back out, and pretty much just decimate his entire thoracic cavity.
Yeah, and you do. And Thistle, you watch expertly as this new party member of yours expertly tears apart this creature. And it falls.
All right. I still have another strike, so is the other one within 10-foot
10
reach
feet,
of me?
It is.
All right, I will hit him as well. I think Reckless only works on the first attack, so this will just be a regular roll.
No, Reckless is throughout the whole thing. It's just that everyone has advantage against you on your next turn. It's just you have to declare it on your first roll.
I read it the same way as you, Hawkeye. I actually put a thing into Jeremy Crawford, and he corrected me on it. You declare it on the first, and it carries through for all of your attacks.
So all right, I wasn't going to assume. So okay, let's go Reckless again.
Good.
I think either one of those will probably do the trick. I can't use Divine Fury on this one, so 10 points there. Plus, we'll do the bonus action with hitting them with the butt for the D4.
Okay.
For an additional 2 points of damage.
Perfect. It's such a perfect little bop.
Boom, boom.
This creature looks terrible, but they still stand. And it is their turn to strike. They are going to use their attack to strike once again at Dan. Does an 18 hit Dan?
And 18 does hit me, in fact.
Okay, so it'll be the 5 piercing damage. And then 1 strike with the dagger of venom.
Oh, and a 20 also hits me.
Alright, that'll be 12 piercing. Will you roll me a DC 15 Constitution saving throw?
Oh no. Hang on a second, let me do some quick maths. I'm in danger. So I'm going to use an advantage on this Constitution saving throw, as it seems like it might be important.
Very good.
Nice.
Whew.
Excellent. So you just take the 12 damage. And their turn is over. Dream.
Just checking something real. I'm muted. I'm not good. Well, given that he doesn't seem interested in attacking me, I'm going to continue to attack him. Let's go hammer.
Hammer has done you nothing but good so far? Oh, never mind.
No, it's okay. I have a second attack, which rolled the same thing.
What's with you in this multiple numbers, folks? Y'all rolling the same things.
It's happened a lot. Maybe
My
this is
life.
an emergency. Maybe the next roll will be a 9 as well.
I mean, that roll was an emergency. All right.
9/11.
I will go ahead and bonus action to heal Dan again with 2d6 instead of 3,
There you go.
and you get 4 back.
Hey, okay, I'm doing well-ish.
Hey, you're not dead. So that's always a bonus. Thistle, it is your turn. The only creature that still stands is standing in front of a woozy Dan.
Right. How bad off does this individual look? Not Dan.
Oh, very bad. Barely
Okay.
standing.
Sister just kind of shrugs a bit. It's like, listen, I tried to warn you, but sorry, mate. Duty calls. I'm gonna take 2 swings.
What? Oh, you're hitting. Okay.
Yeah, you don't even need to roll damage. You can kind of just tell me how you do it. With
Yes.
2
I think
successful hits.
I think it's very quick and clean. I think it's just like a very like a genuine like, sorry, mate, and then it's just like the head's off. Like it's very clean, very quick, very painless.
Sorry, mate. It is game over, and you do manage to end the attacks. You stand alone in a now very damaged portion of this labyrinth of books. Assassin is dead.
Well,
If anyone asks, they did it to themselves by attacking us.
yeah. I mean, I offered. Other guy didn't back down after his buddy died. I mean, if he tried to run, I wouldn't have chased him. So, how, like, mechanically speaking, how bad is Dan looking?
If I was to put an arbitrary number on it, I would say I'm on about 14 hit points out of a potential 51. Arbitrary numbers.
Just random
I'll-
ones you've come up with.
I'll do the rest of my layered hands on you, so you heal 13.
I just like prime number fractions, you know. 14 51ths, that's a good number.
Right.
Math. Don't bring math into this. It's already enough.
Thank you, Sphinx, for that sub 4 months in a row. You can give your advantage to Thistle, of course.
Yay.
Of course.
But yeah, I give you 13 hit points back with lay on hands.
Thank you. I was about to cast healing on myself for my turn as well, so I think I might do that too. Oh wait, is it my turn now?
The combat's over.
That's over.
Yes, I thought so. Good. Did I just add 13 properly? I think I did. I'm actually gonna use my channel divinity, I think, rather than a spell slot, because I just never use it.
Okay.
I can restore hit points equal to 5 times my cleric level. I am a level 3 cleric, so I have 15 hit points. I'm gonna be greedy, but I am looking to everyone else to see if anyone else is particularly injured.
I'm down by 17, but I'm all right.
Confident.
You can have a cure wounds. Take 10 health.
Thank you, sir.
You are welcome. Blessings of Ilmater upon you.
And as you take this healing and continue to move through this labyrinth, that floral smell of whatever had hit you before kind of begins to foam into your mind. You keep smelling it inside of your nose. You don't seem to know what it is. And as you continue walking, you feel a sense of dread and a sense of anxiety begin to fill you as you continue moving through this. And Dan, as they walk, you hear, "Is that my friend?"
Is that her?
Only you hear this.
Is that her voice?
It is her voice.
Oh, not her.
Is it just Dan that hears this, or?
Only Dan.
Okay, well.
Okay, look, if she approaches, let's be cordial, okay?
Call about what? What are you talking about?
Who approaches?
You did not hear that? The bird lady calling?
Stop and listen.
Dan, you
Sorry?
hear clear as day. "I don't have any whoos in my collection anymore. Come, fake creature."
Sorry, what? What accent was that?
You speak the French out of him.
I am sorry, what are you saying?
What? I didn't say anything.
No, really? You cannot hear her saying something about calling me a fake creature and saying that she doesn't have any who in my collection.
No. No. I think that's just on you. Oh god. Just kind of snap my fingers in front of Dan and it's like, are you alright?
I have been poisoned.
Again?
Only
Does
a
he
little
always
bit.
hear voices like this?
No, but he's managed to he got eye rot at one point and got put to sleep at another point, but I also got put to sleep, so I can't really blame for that one, but I don't know. Who are you hearing?
The bird lady witch creature from the bog.
Well, I listened again and I assume I don't hear anything.
I don't know.
Well, can you snap out of it? I think this place is playing tricks on you.
I will ignore it for now.
Ignore it you shall, as the voices no longer continue. But something uneasy follows you as you continue this walk. That perverted kind of discomfort that Eric Croker managed to fill you with. The one that seeps through all of your pores. Just sheer level of discomfort. As you make it out of this labyrinth of books. There's another set of tunnels. 5, 6, 7, 8 columns. But one seems particularly small. Dan, it looks like you can fit just barely if you lower yourself to around 6 foot. And it is tight, just barely wide enough for your body. The other ones seem normal.
I do not like this. I'm still really cautiously listening for the witch person. I'm desperately trying to pay attention to this, but also I'm like,
where is she? Where is she?
Is anyone else feeling a little tight in here?
Thistle looks up at Dan, Thistle is 3 foot maybe.
Yes.
Thistle's fine.
Except for Thistle, we're all crouching down a little bit.
I was gonna say, is it narrow for all of us or just Stan?
It is all narrow for all of you. And
Okay.
it grows progressively more narrow. And in that, I need Dan to roll me a dexterity saving throw, as well as Huhulin, as you're both very large.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, I have advantage on dex against effects I can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated. Does that
You can
apply
definitely
here?
see how tight this tunnel is. You can
Okay.
use an advantage, yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure before I tried it. 16.
Okay. You were able to
Oh.
slide through and continue down. But as this goes and goes, Dan, you are wedged into the walls. You are unable to move further. You can't back out. You can't go forward. You can't turn left. You can't turn right. You're pinned in this tunnel, this hallway. And on the walls are painted photos of Asmodeus, and it seems that he is just looking directly at you as you are trapped within these walls.
My friends, I do not mean to alarm you. I am stuck.
You do not hear him.
My friends.
Do we notice it all?
Not at all. As it is so tight, you can't turn your head back. Thistle, you can turn back, but all you see is Dream. You can't see any farther back than Dream.
Is
alright?
Den de
Everyone
Leon
alright?
since I'm in the back, is he can I see Dan in front of me?
You don't see Dan at all.
What is?
Hmm.
Everyone alright back there?
We appear to be missing a certain centaur. I don't
wait.
see him.
How could he go missing? We are in small tunnel.
If I knew the
What
answer to that, I wouldn't have this curious look on my face now, would I?
What is it like is it like Dan just disappeared? What does Huhulain see? Does Huhulain see Dream as well? Is it like the moment Dan got stuck, Dan's just disappeared?
Yeah, it seems like as you were pushing through, you were both in this like wedge together, and as you went to push through as well as Dan, it seems that only you made it through the push. And as you move more forward, there seems to be another block. And Thistle, you can move through it with ease, but it also seems like something too small for Dream to get in without a push. So it would be Huhulin and Dream would have to roll dexterity to push themselves through it.
This just turns around. It's like, I mean, do you want me to like,
Butter up.
yeah, butter up, like grease yourself up a bit? I don't think I have any oil or anything on me.
I can get behind Dream and give him help push him through.
The room to
Okay.
do that. Oh wait, no, that's right. Sorry, you were at the back. Never mind.
Yeah. Dream, roll me a dexterity saving throw with advantage.
Alright. Let's see. Dex. 16.
16. You just barely wedge through this. Huhulin, you can make another roll. You have advantage because you see this. Barely push
20.
through.
Like,
As you continue through, you are now in the form of a crawl. Dream and Huhulin to continue following at Thistle's pace. Thistle, you are walking with ease. Dan, you see your party members just going down this tunnel. Crawling
Eh.
away.
Friends, wait for me. Hello. Eh?
And as it continues on, there's one more block. And I will need Dream and Huhulin to roll me once again. Dream with disadvantage and Huhulin straight roll because you have advantage.
15.
Okay.
Here goes nothing.
17 because I'm paladin. Oi.
And as you push through with Dream, Huhulin, just as Dan did, Dream is gone. Dream, you're stuck. And as a cat, natural dexterity, the feelings of discomfort is unbelievable. You can't back out, you can't move forward, you can't turn your head, you can't move your finger. You are trapped.
Bad cat yowling noises.
But no one hears you. Huhulin, you almost have to army crawl to keep up with Thistle.
The other one has disappeared. The Dream has disappeared on us now as well.
Well, yeah, I'd look back and see, because Dream was between us, so.
Yeah, you just see Huhulin.
Alright. And there's definitely no room for Thistle to move around Huhulin to.
No, not at this point, because it's just at your standing height, and the fact that Huhulin has managed to squeeze himself through speaks a lot on his skill as a dexterous individual.
Alright, well, we can't. I just kind of call out. It's like, Dream, Dan, can you hear us?
Dream, you can hear them. Dan, they're too far away. But they can't hear you.
It just kind of frowns a bit. It's like, well, the only thing I can think to do is if we keep going, hopefully there'll be an opening at some point. It doesn't just hit a dead end. If it hits a dead end, we're in a bit of trouble. But
Definitely.
if it opens up, then I can go back and see if I can find them. I mean, hopefully it doesn't get too much smaller.
I hope
And-
you're right.
If I'm right too, I'm gonna keep going.
And smaller it gets. At this point, Huhulin, you will have to roll me a dex save at disadvantage, and Thistle, roll me a dexterity saving throw. You will have advantage because you are quite literally the smallest creature.
Ooh!
Ooh, no!
4!
Poof!
Okay, it's a
And in
20
this
on my
moment,
end.
Thistle, you squeeze yourself through this very last bit of tunnel, and as you do, you're alone in a large room. It is a cylinder, and it is tall. On all of the walls are small little facets, similar in size to the tunnel you crawled through. You can peek your head through, but you seem to not be able to push your body through most of these little holes.
Right. I look back behind me and realize I'm alone. It's like, can I, I mean, Helene was in the most recent one, so.
Mm-hmm.
Can I go back that way and just kind of put my hand through and see if I can feel him? Or is he just gone?
Yeah. As you go through and you don't feel him.
Alright. Oh boy. So there's like these kind of like, what, like windows, sort of?
Yeah, they seem like very small windows of sorts.
I'm going to, whichever one's closest to me, I'm gonna try and look through proper.
Okay. You peer through and you see a giant diamond.
Alright, I'll go to the next one.
A large amber stone with a
And
humanoid
this-
inside.
Hello?
It blinks at you, but cannot move. And you cannot reach it.
Is it a matter of the fact that like my arms are too short, or I don't know?
They
or
also,
is it just
it seems that all of these
way in?
gemstones seem to be about 15 feet away, and the hole
Oh,
can
shit.
only fit as far as your arm can reach.
Yeah, and I have baby arms. Oh, alright. I'll check the other holes as well, just to make sure.
Okay. Roll me an investigation.
Okay. 16.
As you peer through and you begin peering through these, eventually you kind of get a pattern that these are precious, semi-precious gemstones. You recall that there was something of a ruby, and you hunt down until you do find one great ruby. And within it seems to be a form of document that glows with infernal essence.
Alright, I mean, was that amber stone, was that the only one that had like a humanoid in it?
It seems so, because of amber being known to be used to hold things within it.
I'm gonna go back to the amber one. Like, can you hear me? Like, blink twice if you can hear me.
They blink twice.
Alright, can I can't really see anything, any details on them, can I? Save for eyes, apparently.
They seem to be a tiefling, but not
Okay.
one you know. Wait, actually, roll me perception.
Nine.
What was it?
9.
I mean, you've met a lot of tieflings here, but this one seems to be missing a horn. Whether you know this tiefling or not, it is hard to tell, but they do blink twice at you upon being able to hear you.
Alright, well, let's start at least. Oh god. Oh god.
I left you alone, Thistle.
Oh yeah. Oh no. I don't have anything like I don't have a mage hand. Alright, well I guess I'm gonna try and get you out of there.
They blink once.
Is that a yes or a no? Do you want that to happen? Do you want me to try and get you out of there? Blink twice for yes.
They blink once.
You sure? Blink twice for yes.
They blink twice. And then their
Alright,
eyes
well-
kind of side over in the direction, not from which you came, but where the other gemstones are.
If I touch any of the gemstones, am I going to end up like you? Like, stuck in it?
Blinks twice.
Alright, well, noted. What about the ruby one? That's kind of what we're after. Am I going to get stuck in that with the pact?
They blink once.
Alright,
And then blink a
well,
whole bunch in a row.
what does that mean? Is that something I
Widens
should...
your eyes. squints their eyes, widens their eyes, squints their eyes, trying to get you to understand something they can't get across.
Can I roll an insight check to see if I can get what they're trying to tell me?
You can roll me an insight check.
80.
So it's hard to tell exactly what they're trying to say as they're trying to have a full-blown communication with you with their eyeballs. But when you speak of this red ruby, trying to get your attention is to like, no, you won't die if you approach it, but like you have to do something. The gem is important. And he's trying to get your attention as to something with it, but you can't really tell what due to the fact that he's encased in amber 15 feet away from you.
Alright, I mean, we were told to pay our respects. Is that something I gotta do?
Blinks twice.
Okay, alright. I gotta ask, how do I pay my respects? I'm gonna list off a bunch of things and just blink repeatedly when I got it, alright? Do I have to give it gold? Do I have to give it blood? Do I have to bow to it? Do I have to worship it?
So you go through all of these kind of different blinking and things like that. And he blinks twice at around a form of like reverence, looking at it, reading it, kind of things like that.
Okay, alright, so I gotta try and read the thing and just... So I have to try and read the pact? Do I have to read it out loud?
Blinks once for now.
I mean, is there a prayer I gotta read, or...?
Rolls his eyes.
Listen, I just lost all my friends.
Gives you a dirty look. Kind of like squints his eyes as
Yeah.
he's encased in amber.
Yeah. I mean, I asked if you wanted to try... never mind. Oh god. Listen, I, Avery, am dumbass. Okay, so what was he saying that I was along the lines of what I had to do?
In the kind of blink-like description he's attempting to give you, he wants you to go to it, sort of read it, kind of be in reverence to this pact, try and see what it's about, and see if you can get the knowledge from it, any information.
Okay. Oh, okay. Alright, alright, I'll give it a look over, and, this will go over to the one with the ruby and just kind of
Okay.
squint at it and see if they can read it through the ruby, through the
And
word.
as you begin to look at this item, Dan, the pressure on your body seems to fade. Hulin, the pressure on your body seems to fade. Dream, the pressure on your body seems to fade, and you are able to crawl forward through this tunnel. It seems to almost open for you as you make it through. Hulin, you make it through first, and you see Thistle face into a small-looking pane. A glowing red light peeking through it as they stand motionless. Dream, it doesn't take long to catch up to Hulin and Dan not far behind.
Okay, so what is going on here then?
I'm not sure. I just got here.
I
Elaine,
don't
do you know?
know either. I have no clue.
Thistle, roll me an intelligence saving throw.
Good. Oh, that's a 10.
Thistle falls on their butt. Stress eyes.
Am I, like, conscious? Am I able to see
You are
everyone and talk to them?
conscious. You can speak to them. You are confused. You see your friends kind of as this bleary sense goes away. You feel no different, but also very not right.
Bleh. Do I remember everything prior of what I had to do?
It's like you
and-
crammed for a test and you just took the SATs, the ACTs, and every
Right.
other prerequisite test all at once. You're fried.
Okay.
Ooh.
So I don't remember anything I read, but do I remember that I have to read it?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, well, bright side, I think I found the pact. Oh,
Well,
also
that-
don't... Okay, in each of these there's like a gemstone. Don't touch any of them, because there's a guy in that one there, and I point to the one with the amber, because, yeah, it's like he's kind of stuck in it, and I assume that if we touch the other ones, we're going to end up in the same way. I asked him, apparently he doesn't want to get saved, so that's alright. Unless he just doesn't want me to do it, I don't know. You can have a look for yourself if you like. But, told me that I meant to try and read the pact, but, God, it's a lot of words. I've never been much of a reader. But I'm glad you're okay. What happened to you all?
I
got
got
stuck in the passage in between all the books and stuff.
Yeah, me
Couldn't move
too.
any further.
I got
Oh,
stuck
right,
too,
yeah.
and I called to all of you, and none of you could hear me. At least I hope you could
Yeah,
hear me.
I
That or
know.
you were ignoring me.
Yeah, no,
Couldn't
I
hear
look
you
back.
at all.
I
Yeah,
didn't hear
couldn't hear
anything.
ya. I look back and Huhulan, it was like he just disappeared. Like I knew where you would have gotten stuck, and it was like you just weren't there. As in, I put my hand through, nothing was there. So that's some kind of weird magic.
Strange magic.
Yeah. But anyway, is
So-
anyone here adept at reading? Let me give this a crack.
Depends on what it's written in.
Was it common?
It didn't seem to be in any language, so to speak. Like you were reading it, but it didn't feel like it was in common or gnomish or infernal.
It is hard to describe. It didn't seem like it was any kind of language, but it was still legible. I don't know how to explain it.
Well, we can only give it a go, really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you can either give that a crack, or you can try talk to the other guy. I'll let you know. He can only kind of talk in blinks. You can only really ask him yes or no questions. I'm not very good at that.
Alright. Huhulan goes ahead and starts trying to work his way towards the red stone with the pact inside.
Everyone who would like to take a shot at reading the Pact Stone, roll me just an intelligence saving throw.
+2.
All right, guys, watch this. This is gonna be the intellectual equivalent of doing a backflip right onto my face.
Ooh,
Oh no!
Ooh. Oi. Alright, I'll give you say I get +2 because
Yeah,
you're there?
+2 because I.
Alright,
exist.
so I have a -1, so they'll give me a
Oh.
+1 anyway, so
very good.
Hey,
Dan? Would you like to look at the?
Yes, sure. Intelligence save?
Of course. And as all of you begin to look at this, after all of your eyes have kind of been on this, you've put the study and the thought and the look into it, the entire cavern begins to glow red. The entire space you are in glows with the red light of this stone. You all begin to feel strange. Dan and Huhulan, you begin to feel smarter, more savvy, almost more lawyerly. Dan, this will follow you for your character, and you will have advantage on persuasion checks for the rest of the series.
Wonderful. I'll add that in.
Dang.
And as this begins to happen, the knowledge hits both Dan and Thistle. You know exactly what to do to deal with Asmodeus. A welling power rolls within you, and the ability to almost hold a chaotic force. It doesn't seem like something that's permanent, but this kind of chaotic magic wells within you. And it also follows both Dream and Huhulan. Though you don't seem to have the same mission to follow and fight Asmodeus into their watery or fiery graves, you do feel a sense of strength and power and understanding. I mean, Huhulan, you too feel that persuasive power added onto you. You feel like you could probably take over a small area of demons with your intelligence and your power and your valor. Dream, you feel like if a demon tried to attack you, you could very swiftly put it down with this kind of power welling within you. And as this power wells within us, as we make the decisions for what to do within the remaining time we have on Nessus, attempting to get the last pieces, that is where we will end this episode of Tells and Back.
I appear into the amber one and just give them a quick thank you.
Blinks a whole bunch at you. Blink. All right, thank you all so much for sitting down and playing with us today. It is always a blast to sit and play in hell, take you all through hell. We're going to go quickly through who we are and where we can find everyone, and that'll be it. Thank you guys. First and foremost, we'll start where I always love to start. My good friend Avery, not that.
Hello, yes, I am Avery. I got my map online and I'm an artist and cosplayer. As I said before, commissions are currently open. I've got a pinned tweet for it, so just if you want anything done, just go to my Google form, fill that out, and you'll be added to the queue. If you want stuff for Christmas gifts and stuff, now's probably the best time to get in, so I have time to get it done without like running myself ragged. Yay. But yeah, blessed. I love this. I love this game.
Very good. I'm so glad. I'm glad. Love, love, love. One more episode. So excited to see how it goes. Go over to our wonderful viewers who are so grateful who come and hang out with us every week. It's always a great cast. We always get the greatest viewers to come sit and play with us. I'm always so grateful. Next up is our good friend Robert, or KY Hawkeye.
Hey, I'm Kentucky Hawkeye, KY Hawkeye. You can find me that on just about every social media out there except Facebook. I don't hang around there at all. You can find me on my Twitch channel Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. Eastern US. I have my Lego stream where we're about ready to wrap up the Lego DC Superheroes game Thursday nights. Usually this time slot, I'm doing my weekly Skyrim serial where I'm doing a series called The Dark Thalmor, where a member of the Aldemari Dominion is on the hunt for all sorts of Daedric artifacts and might take a little dalliance in the Dark Brotherhood. Then Saturday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern is Saving Throw Wrestling, where Scratticus and other DMs, GMs, and RPG players from across the Twitch universe participate in their own WWE 2K19 universe. Scrat and I are tag team partners in the team called Bar None. And we're right now, we got a rivalry with the tag team champions, the Black Roses, i.e. Donathan Fry and Grimjack. We're going to try to get the titles from them. Alice is a part, and several other people from many different areas in the RPG world of Twitch are participants in it. So that's on Saturday nights. And then I'm also in on, we just wrapped up our first season of the Star Trek Continuing Missions on Grimjack, where I play the science officer, a joint Trill. And otherwise, I'm in other D&D games. They're all listed on my Twitch page. Otherwise, Cancer Cleric by day, RPG fanboy by night.
Very good, very good. Thank you so much for playing with us. I love Hahulin. I love his name. I love his lore. Very good. Always love some Irish mythology in all of my games. Very pleased with it. Next up, another one of our wonderful viewers who played a cat. I got pleased with the bean toes. You know I love it. Robbie or Lobster Rider.
Hi, I'm Robbie. Thank you so much for having me. I am on Twitter at lobster_writer, where I am a general degenerate. And if you like animation, you can listen to my podcast that I do with one of my best friends called Not Joanna Eggs. It's a podcast where we largely review sort of underappreciated animated things. I would say movies, but we've definitely done a few series at this point, so that's not accurate. You can find that Not Joanna or animationstation.libsyn.com.
Very good. Wonderful. I'm so glad. Thank you all for joining us. And I'm NPC Bree. I've been your DM today. I'm the Witch Queen of the Greyhawk channel. You can find me on Twitter at NPC Bree. I play here. I play on Soulbear RPG, and I play on the Greyhawk channel. So if you want to find me, just follow me on Twitter, and I'll tell you when I'm live. But that's all for me today. Last but not least, the man, the myth, the legend, our good friend Scrap.
Why, thank you, Brie. I always love being referred to as a man, myth, and legend. Well, everyone, we'll be back next week for the final episode of To Hells and Back, so brace. That's it now. No more penultimate episodes. It's all going to be finales next week. So check out our social medias to get all the latest updates and all the latest things and news and things, and be a part of the community. So check out the Discord, the Twitter, and the YouTube. Also check out our sponsors. We're sponsored by the Deck of... That's not anywhere near how you spell the Deck of Many. We're sponsored by the Deck of Many, who create the Deck of Many Things. They create animated flashcards, and I recommend you go and check out their Humblewood book, which is due to be released on their site in November, and it's available for pre-order now. Also check out Mage Hand Press, who made the Dark Matter system, third-party content for 5e, which allows space play. We're also going to be releasing a hard copy book in December, I believe. So go and check that out too. That's all the things. We'll be back next week for a week of finales starting at Monday on 1 p.m. And then the other thing I should plug is my charity stream on the 9th of November at 1 p.m. We're going to be doing a 24-hour charity stream trying to raise 5k for Extra Life for Kids in affiliation with Wizards D&D. It's going to be hosted on the official D&D channel, and there's going to be a few people you may recognize in there. I'm not going to release any names yet, but there's a few names you may recognize. It's going to be hype. See my pinned tweet for more information. Right, well, that's it, everyone. That's all she wrote. So until next time, keep on evoking emotions. We are going to go on a raid. Join us for the raid as we go and raid variant roles. We'll just use our classic Let's Evoke Emotions raid cry. And we'll see you next week. Keep on evoking emotions. Bye.